Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, I'm not even there. I disappeared. Where did I go?
Oh,
There
there
I
you
am.
are.
There
Hi,
I be.
Carol.
Hi, Joey. We got Joey and Chrissy with us. And if you think that I don't like tough people, wait till you meet them
Hello,
because they
everybody.
are tough patriots, fighting, smart, intellectual, thinking, tough patriots. So please say good evening to
What's up,
Chrissy
folks?
and Joey.
No,
And let us see what
Hello,
is.
Chrissy.
Yeah, please. I'm sorry that you guys, it was so weird because Chrissy, you kind of like lost internet or something.
yeah,
You froze and
mhm. Yeah, it went
completely.
dead. It went out. Yeah.
And Joey came on exactly when you just left, when you went dead. And then you just got back on and we were going live.
I
I
got my iPad too, so maybe it's better.
It's
Was it
weird.
different?
It should be a bigger frame.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Ah,
look at
there we
Er,
see you. Now there's my gorgeous
I
girl.
didn't have it the
that.
right way.
That's
Oh,
right.
there you
See,
go.
it's all a learning
Looking good,
experience.
Chrissy.
Now, Chrissy caught on quick how to zoom and get on and the audio, and some people have a little more trouble, but really and then we're going to teach her how to do fabulous backgrounds, so we'll all be all different colors. And you see, because we're not racist, so we have all different colors.
No, but they'll still call us insurrectionists. Yep,
Oh, of course.
probably will, but we're not. You know what the problem is with that narrative? No one was ever charged with insurrection or even treason. Right.
Mhm.
So
But yet,
I don't know where they're getting it from, right?
but yet, we have people being held hostage in jail
I know.
for J6.
Yeah. It's all right. Trump's going to pardon all of them. He said it.
I don't know, something never felt right to me about that whole thing, but that's not what we're going to talk about tonight.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is horrible. I
Mm.
there's Luke Skywalker standing there trying to do the Force thing, and he's like, admit it, at least one time in your life you seriously tried to move an object using the Force.
That's great.
Stupid.
Yeah, really.
Um, Listen, we do have a force. We just don't understand it quite yet. And there's
Yeah, the
a
Space Force.
we do have a space force, but Joe,
Yes,
do me a
ma'am.
favor. Start me off with what was going on with Colorado and Trump.
Oh, when he talked about that, when he talked about what he's going to do on day one, right?
Yeah,
Day one, he's starting that. What is that? They called it that Aurora what?
Aurora, right.
Mhm.
Project, maybe? I don't
Yeah, the
know.
Aurora Project or something like that, where they're going to go in there on day one with a force to root out the gang members and yank them and pull them out and supposed to send them right back to where they came from. Let their own country deal with these people. These people come up here, they're doing bad things to us, man.
I'm just
Mhm.
curious, where did they get that name from in Colorado? I was just telling the guys earlier, I was telling Chrissy
Well,
earlier
that's
that
where the city is. That's the city of Aurora.
Aurora, like Borealis, like the Northern Lights, which
Aurora.
every freaking state has been seeing lately in the Northeast.
Mhm.
It's kind of odd. And now he's called, I mean, it was just here on the 10th. Uh, Charles said it was in Maine, uh, on the 11th, I believe, or maybe it was the same day or the day before or something, the 9th.
Hmm.
So we have. the Northern Lights in North America traveling around,
Hmm.
the Aurora Borealis, which is now Trump's new project. I'm just, not that I would never believe in coincidences, would I, Joe? Okay.
No,
I've just pointed
never.
that out. You guys think to yourself what that means. Anyhow. Anyhow, very interesting. I don't know if you guys have something to say on that. I just wanted to get that out. My peace of mind. Um, Joe, did you share to?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe I shared to Helen.
I
Actually, I
did.
thought when Joey was coming in, I thought it was going to be Mama
I
Helen.
did. I'm trying to share this to the group, right? The link.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Which one?
Into the
No, no,
YouTube.
no. Are you sharing the live? Because if you're going to share the live chat, make sure that the live Zoom number, make sure that they know it's alive. I don't want
Yeah.
people coming in and being like,
No, into
you know,
the
we're
no,
live
into
on
the YouTube.
YouTube, you know,
Into the
they're in the
YouTube chat.
bathroom or something like.
Oh gosh.
Oh
I'm
shit,
putting
that's
it in
happened.
the YouTube chat.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Did you hear me?
No.
The YouTube chat.
Well, I saw Joseph in there. Good evening, Joseph Rogers. I'm sorry, I meant to say it earlier. I'm just excited that we have two new people. Um my friend Chrissy here. She's my girl pearl. You know, she's my spades coach. Uh,
No, hardly.
we're good. We're good. We're good. We're an awesome team. Come on.
Yeah.
And but I asked her to join us here a little more often, maybe take a little managerial because for all I care, I want everybody to be a manager. I want everybody to say something, everybody to post, everybody to be able to come on and use. But it takes people to take that first step, Chrissy, and I'm proud of you because she came on earlier with me and she learned boom, 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 like this, like that. Not everything, but she just learned to get on her tablet and do it. And she turned it the right way so we could see. I mean, it's just the little things, but it takes time. And if she can do it, if I can do it, if Joe can do it, if Joey DeLuca could do it, we could all do it. Right. I don't know how good
You
you
can
are
all
on
do
computers,
what?
but
That's what I want to know.
I remember when you first came on to Zoom too, Joey.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's
It's
been a while,
yeah, I'm sorry. You guys can come in whenever you want. You're more than welcome. Obviously we're
Well,
trying.
in the middle of the day is not good for me because I'm working usually. So,
Yeah, I know. We don't have a
Mm,
schedule is our major problem. The 2 days that we do know are Joe's days off, which are Sunday, which seem to suck. Nobody wants to chill out on a Sunday
On a
and talk
Sunday.
politics.
I know,
I
right?
get it. It's the family
no,
day and
it's
just
called overload from the Sunday morning BS.
and we have Matt. Welcome, welcome. Hold on, guys. Matt is coming in.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. And Brett. Brett is coming in.
Nice.
Look at this shit
Gonna have a
fly.
full panel,
What happens?
Joe.
So our Australian people really look Brett, Dingo. Dingo was from Australia. Brett, and they like us on the night times because it's midday for them, you know?
Yeah.
It's well, at least when they're
That's
retired.
because they're down under.
They're
Welcome,
down
Matt
under is
and
correct.
Brett. Just got to turn off your
Brett,
mic. Brett.
yeah, you gotta turn on.
Turn it on.
Matt, you there?
Kind of.
You're almost there, Matt.
There's Matt and there's Brett. Yeah. One,
Brett, you there?
six.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Six of
wow.
us.
Boom,
Welcome
boom,
all.
boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just not gonna share my gorgeous face. It's just too much for the world.
Oh boy,
Oh
look at
man.
that face. That is gorgeous. What are you worried about?
you can't see his face.
It's exactly what I was talking about. Why
Oh,
can't
this
you
is gonna
see
be
my face?
fun. I didn't
It
expect
is.
this to get so big tonight, but I'm loving it.
Yes.
There we go.
Since we have so many people in here, Joe,
Mhm.
go through a couple of go through at least the topics in the title
What was the
quickly with
first one?
everyone.
What was the first one?
Like I fucking remember.
The MS
The fuck?
MSNBC.
Like I don't got enough
Hold
shit
on.
to do.
Listen to this. The MSNB host,
Oh yeah.
MSNBC host.
Come on, I can't hear you.
Speak up, Joe.
Speak it up.
That's not what it is.
Do the CBS. You said CBS is
No, I'm going to tell you the lifelong Democrat who walked away from the
oh yeah, I want to hear
who's
this.
walking away. What
Yeah, I
his
want to
name
know who
is.
that is too.
Yeah.
What is his name? His name is Johnny West.
Any relation to Adam?
I was thinking, Adam West died with like last year.
Kamala is not a Democrat. She's a Marxist. This is not the real Democratic Party. It was hijacked, and I refuse to be a part of it. And
Well, that's good.
actually true.
But I don't know who he is though.
Johnny West.
Yeah, do you? Don't make me feel stupid. Who is he?
I don't know who the hell
Also
he
a
is
cartoon
either.
character.
I never heard of him.
Never heard of Johnny West. Me neither.
Matt,
Heard
stop
of Johnny
raising your
Walker,
hand,
but
Matt.
not
The
Johnny
politician.
I gotta. How do I turn that off?
I don't know, but oh wait, I got it here. There you go.
I heard of Johnny Walker, but not Johnny West.
I've
Everybody
even
heard of Johnny
tasted
Walker.
Johnny Walker.
Is part of the U.S.
Listen.
Johnny C. West.
It's just good that he's saying it.
He's a governor of South Carolina
Really?
from 71. No, it says he was from. No, that's his dad. That must be his
Oh, for the love of
dad.
Pete. He's,
I can't find this guy. He's a young guy with blonde hair.
who is this Democrat, ladies and gentlemen? Does anybody
he
know?
is a
Joseph
Democrat.
Rogers, are you still watching? Can you
It
tell us?
doesn't, you know what? That's so weird because the article doesn't tell you where he's. How
So the
stupid.
Democrat comes out of the blue and he's like, I hate you.
Let me see if I can find it. He said
Oh, but if it
he
was a
said
Republican, that's a
he
Demo-
did say he
he'd have a whole
attended his first
congressman.
he did say he attended his first Trump rally in Butler, PA.
You mean the one he was shot at or the second one?
Yeah, the one he was shot at.
Interesting.
His
Yeah.
father immigrated from Europe,
That turns people
joined
around.
the
It really
army during
does.
the Vietnam War, and became a citizen. That was his dad. So it doesn't say where he's
Do
from.
I have
though.
to actually look this guy up?
Yeah, I never heard of him.
I'm trying to find the dude.
All right. Why don't you go on to CBS because
Yeah, I'm
Next
looking right now.
subject.
right? Like move on.
Moving
The
forward.
criminal
we could talk
broadcasting
about
system.
we could talk about anything anybody else wants to talk about. I just want to get through the couple of subjects he wanted to
I'm first off amazed that Dingo and Joey DeLucia are
Mhm.
twins.
What?
Uh-oh.
What? You're twins on my screen.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Now you got it.
what?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a technological guy.
Well, neither am I. Took me 2 hours the first time to get on. Now I
That's
get
true.
on
It
like
took a
this.
while. That's why, everybody goes at their own pace. There's no big deal.
Just a simple dingo making me way through the galaxy. That's all it is.
There you go.
Wait till I hear this. God, okay. All right. What were you talking about more? The ad?
Yeah. Because of more, he has a new ad.
What ad?
Where he doesn't give the ad, but he said he's going to add on day one of his this new administration, he's going to go up to
Aurora.
the Ford and all of the companies in Detroit, and he is going to put a 33 or
Where are you,
35% tariff on all their cars coming up from Mexico.
Oh, poor Charles couldn't make it today. Really?
Every single one of them. Yep,
Yeah.
every single one of them. All the ones that went down. He told them, if you go down there and you build those factories down there, he's going to put a tariff on you. And now he's going to. And
Done it
that's right.
before.
He should.
He's a businessman. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's what about our jobs? I mean, they took all of our jobs away. They sent them to other countries, and then they invited all these people here to take jobs that aren't here. Why aren't they here? Because they shipped them off to the other countries that these people came from.
So I was just gonna say, why didn't they stay there?
Exactly.
They would have had
Yes.
ready-made jobs
That's
delivered
because
to them.
most of the people that came are criminals.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but they wouldn't get free crap either.
Yeah.
So why they
There
come
you
here?
go. They wouldn't get free crap.
The free crap.
It's like we
Free
have money.
crap is
Where's all
good.
this money coming from? We don't
Uh,
have
Yes.
money.
They print it up.
You,
That's all they
me,
have
and
to do.
everyone else.
That's all they have to do is print it up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they
Charging
pay.
them in.
That's it.
All
And
that
that's
money
why we
came
have
from
a
all that
$34
money came
trillion
from your FEMA
debt.
accounts.
Wait, one at a time, please. What did you say, Dingo?
I said all of that money came from all your FEMA accounts. Why do you think they're not helping you? Why do you think there's no money for any of these poor
Well, they're giving it
victims
to the
through the
immigrants.
hurricanes?
Right.
Yes.
Not just
Yeah.
FEMA, our tax
We-
money, our social security money,
Everything.
all of our money.
Taxation without representation.
I remember that somewhere in the 1700s. Something
Yeah, we
happened
killed people for
important
that.
back
People
then.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
did.
toppled
Yeah,
an
it's called the
empire.
Do
I
our
remember.
time.
The British out of here for that.
Yeah,
Remember that?
There is no such thing as taxation. The only reason you have taxation is to have a secure country. But guess what would happen if we all had just a secure Earth? Like, really be global, but not in the bad guys' hands. And nobody likes that idea. People love the idea of risk. Let's all be separate. Everybody's separate. Well, maybe Putin has something right and old-fashioned about putting back the USSR or something.
why not?
We're
Europe
here.
has been doing it for at least 5,000 years.
They get stronger. These people speak all the languages anyhow.
Mhm.
It's like they don't have what they used to have. America itself. I mean, come on, we have transportation, so countries are going to be different. It is what it is, and it's just not America.
Do you know
I mean,
what the safest country in the world is?
And that's just,
And in Europe,
yeah.
the safest
And that's
country in
just
Europe
in
is.
That's right.
being a different country, just in New York alone.
That's very true, Joey. What was that, Dingo?
I said, do you know what is the most securest country in Europe?
What?
Poland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poland took
Yeah.
no refugees.
that's right.
Poland took no migrants.
That's true.
They are
Poland
very religious,
closed
and
its
they are
borders.
not. That's right. They are not the
And
butt of
Poland
the joke of the
allows
world.
no bad education, no trans, no LGBTQ, all the rest of it, none of it. They allow nothing that the West is being flooded with.
Well, Russia is
Nothing.
not, Russia doesn't like it either. Russia doesn't like boys playing in girls' sports because
No,
they
not
are
allowed.
sport. Yeah.
It's
They
like
do
death
not like that.
penalty over
I
there.
don't even like it. Never mind.
They don't like
anybody else.
transvestites. They just don't put up with it. They don't care. You do what you
We
do.
have-
They're like America, but you don't go and waddle your penis in front of little kids.
No,
You know,
that's
you don't go. You don't.
that's all
go
right. We
on
have
a
Danny
public
Bonaduce
bus
who
or
can beat up a
airplane.
trick that side.
Sorry,
Do
Joey.
you know,
What?
do you know why we have? Do you know why we have inflation? Do you know why we have high cost of living? Everything's expensive because all of the money and all the extra taxes and everything else is all being used for this forced migration into our countries. You cannot get a
Plus
house in Australia
stopping
at the
the
moment.
oil. energy independence, all right? We're going to depend on oil for the foreseeable future. We do not have the technology for electric cars and airplanes and everything like that.
I agree
No.
with you.
Well, one of the first things Trump's going to do is he's going to start up the XL pipeline again. You know that,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yes.
It's already there practically.
And
It's
I
not
can
going to
tell
take
you
long.
this, that most of the automobile companies are actually abandoning the full, where they were supposed to change completely over to electric cars.
They have to. They're losing
Oh, of
like
course they have to.
$35,000 per vehicle that they're selling.
Hmm.
Yes.
I
They're
mean,
too
that's
expensive.
insane. How do you live like that?
They're too expensive and they don't go
Yeah.
far.
You know.
They don't go
And
far,
they,
and there's
you know,
nowhere
could
to
go
go
on
to
fire
charge
at any
them.
time. like, like all the buses did, all the school buses did, I think in Florida. They all went
Yeah,
up
they
on
blew up.
fire. They were parked there.
Yeah.
Like what? What?
Let's
Let's put
toast
our
some
children in
school
this.
children today.
No.
Kamala
Jeez.
loves them though.
See, they don't have to go to
Oh.
the classroom no more. They can get their education right on the bus, literally.
Real,
Might as
right.
well.
This was indoctrination. Oh God. I'm sorry. I have to laugh because otherwise I'd really be crying all the time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I learned very young, gotta laugh at this. Oh,
You know what we're
7-Eleven.
living in at the moment? We're living in the Dr. Seuss era of economics.
It's funny, I
Yes,
brought
we
up
are.
Dr. Seuss this
Yes,
morning.
we are. Yes, we are.
And
7-Eleven
gonna get
will
worse
close.
if there's another 4 years.
No, it won't. It will never happen. There would be a civil war before that would happen.
I agree with that positively. I'll help start it.
I think we would, yes, that's the problem. I don't think anybody
There'll be a
here would
real
be like,
insurrection.
Dingo would be on the first flight over to help
Bloody
us.
oath.
I'm not wrong, am I, Brett?
No, but that's if they allow to give me a passport, because you've also got to remember I'm already on the watch list.
We'll just
Oh
we'll just
man.
get you a little private plane, you know?
I'll
Yeah,
give, I'll
just
give
gotta
Uncle.
borrow one of Obama's jets. You don't have to go through customs. You don't have to show your passport.
There you go.
No, I'll just ring Uncle
Hey.
Donald.
Obama jets. Remember what happened to Ron Brown?
Oh, right. Right. Like take 3 weeks of Spanish lessons, go into Mexico. You'll come
Yeah.
here for free. You'll
And
get
walking.
food, a place to live. You'll get some
What?
cash.
Don't get me
Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't do that because I got too much dignity and pride. I
Oh,
couldn't
come
do
on,
that.
though. It would be funny. It
You'd
would
be
would
the
be funny.
first one to walk over the border with that.
Yeah, just
All right.
just
That'd be refreshing.
bring some 20-something pregnant Mexican girl with you. I'm sorry.
And then leave them at the border and just come in.
Yeah,
I made more like an acre baby, but it's fine.
no, hey, the easiest way to do it is I'll just go to the border with a couple of boxes of Vegemite and just tell them I'm a traveling salesman.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh my God.
You bring the Vegemite, I'll bring the bread.
There you go.
Okay, what I was trying to say is 7-Eleven will close more than 400 stores in North America.
That's everybody now. Red
That's
Lobster.
exactly what I was going to say. Is this
Yes.
anything new?
Everything.
But the economy is booming, according to
Yeah.
Right?
It is. I don't know where, but it's not here.
it ain't booming
Booming
over.
somewhere.
It's
not in
booming in the
Western
Democrat
nations.
pockets.
Yeah.
There ain't no
But it's
place
not
on
just-
earth.
It's not just your country, guys. It's all Western nations.
Oh,
We're
we
all
know.
suffering the same thing.
Yep. For the
Right.
most part.
That's why it's a world rebirth. It's a world
right.
renaissance.
I believe that too.
Yeah, because
I
we're
do.
all getting ticked off.
Yep.
We're all had a gutful. I mean, like, I'm not young, so I've seen the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and the shit we got now.
Yep.
And
Join
I
the
can
club.
guarantee you, for the
Yeah.
last 40 years, I've been watching this world go down the shit chute. And it breaks my
See,
heart.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense
Mhm.
to me, as someone who looks at philosophy, that as we get older and more mature and wiser, that we're going downhill. Something is making us do that, right? Because
Yeah, it's called the
society as
youth
a
of
whole should
America.
become. Go on, Joey.
It's called the youth in general.
Well, the youth is being indoctrinated.
They're being taught to
Yeah.
do that, yes, because
You
they
know, the
don't
youths,
know any better.
By
my
who?
cousin Vinny would say, the youths.
Youths.
And who's
Youths.
indoctrinating them?
My cousin
What's
Vinny.
a youth? Yeah, I know.
Who's indoctrinating them?
That was Mr. Munster that played
Yeah,
the
how many-
judge.
That's
that
right,
said
that played the
that, yeah.
judge.
Yes.
God rest his soul.
Why can't
The
I
bottom
remember
line
his
is
name?
they couldn't change us because we were too in depth and we knew what was going on. So they've changed our kids. You can't
Exactly.
change one generation, change another, then change another.
Hmm.
That's
And this is
Reagan's
what's happening.
saying. All it takes is one generation to we lose our freedoms.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Because you can vote for it, and you vote yourself into communism and socialism,
You
but you
can't
They
gotta
vote
have
fight
been
yourself
yourself.
doing
out.
it.
You gotta fight your way out of it.
That is correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, but if you look at 2020, you guys did vote yourself out of it and you still got screwed.
Yep.
We
The whole
didn't. No,
world
no.
knows you got done in the
No.
elections.
We have
No,
not.
that last election was stolen. I don't give
Yeah.
a damn what anyone says.
We all know it was stolen.
Well,
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I mean.
It's
That's what I
proved
mean. It
now,
was
but they
stolen.
just won't show it to anyone.
Right.
No,
okay.
it was stolen, and the world
I've
saw it.
I've said
We
this
all-
When you
before.
have more votes than registered voters, there is no question that it's stolen.
That it was cheat, right?
Exactly.
And Pence went ahead and certified it anyway, without an
Pence is a traitor.
investigation.
Yep.
Yeah,
At the very least, I was pissed at him too. At the very least, he should have sent the suspect states back to the states to
right.
recount
To
or whatever.
re-vote
Right.
again. Yeah.
Pence was
And-
always a bad dude, okay? Pence
traitor.
had, and I've said this before, he had the highest child and sex trafficking in his state when he was governor of Indiana. He is one of them. He is a fake born again Christian, or whatever the hell he is, fake Mormon. I don't even know.
Pence
It's
is a
the
Democrat.
quiet ones you gotta watch.
He's a Democrat. He's a dumbass. He's satanic. There's something wrong with him.
See, the difference is in here in Australia, you have to vote. It is the law. If you don't vote, you are fined.
No kidding.
Everybody over the age of 18
Really?
must be registered and vote. It is the law.
How the hell they
And-
take away your guns?
We couldn't do that in America. It would
Because
be
unfortunately, we
unconstitutional
can
to make
vote
that a
for
law.
people. Once they get into power, we've got no control. Once they're in term, we've got no control.
Yeah, we know about that too.
Yeah.
So is Canada. Canada's part of that man too.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other thing we had, and it didn't just exist here, was the Dominion. We had Dominion since 2012 that we know of. And then there was another system before that since the
Right.
80s that I could find,
And earlier.
probably earlier,
Hmm.
that they have
That was
always.
just practice for the
Mhm.
Dominion.
No, it was not. No.
It
Puerto
was
Rico.
practice because they weren't winning when they were obviously losing. They were
You don't seem to
practicing
get it.
on how to
You
do
don't-
it.
Matt,
No, I do get it,
Dominion
Carolyn.
is a program
There was not
after the
more.
computers were made.
There was not more votes than registered voters back in the day. No way.
well, that's looking at it one way, but that's not the only way they cheated. Why would you think that was the only way they cheated? You know,
No,
they
they
could
also-
change a vote and
They
whatever
also
else. There's
ballot harvest.
billions
and
of
they-
ways.
They
Mhm.
actually gave in tens of thousands of ballots that were in numerical order, supposedly mailed in ballots that came in numerical order. That is physically, mathematically, and everything else
Impossible.
impossible. Yeah.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah. Hey,
So
the
they know
bottom,
lots of ways to cheat.
There you go.
the
But
best
now
way
with
to
the
cheat
Dominion
is,
machines, automatic.
yeah.
Right.
Well, the
Change your
best way
vote
to
as soon as
cheat,
you put it in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
sorry, the best way to cheat is if you've got two votes in your hand, one Republican, one Democrat. If you get rid of the Republican one, rip it up and replace it with a Democrat one, the numbers are still the same.
Exactly.
That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But they're
they're
even more
busted.
careless than that. So many cities, more votes than registered voters. That's impossible.
They're leaving the dead
It's
on the voting roll.
impossible.
And the
Impossible.
Biden administration is suing to get the illegal non-citizens back on the voter rolls.
Yeah.
Right. In
Yeah, we talked
Virginia.
about
no
that this
problem
morning.
there either.
That's in Virginia.
Yeah.
He's suing for every state to put them back on.
Is it every
I'll tell
state?
you though,
I
the
don't-
Supreme Court's gonna have to chime in on this one. Yep.
Yeah.
Why
they
do you
didn't
want them
good
on
in
there? So you can
2020.
count dead people? Can't do that.
Right.
Sure you can. Just got to go to the cemetery like the Democrats do to get
There's
the
one over
names.
there. There's one over
Yeah.
there. There's one. Yeah. Right.
All
I
right,
got it.
guys. You know how you fix that? You know how you fix the voting issue, whatever.
Mhm.
Number one, every 10 years we do a a census, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Every county in the country should purge their voter rolls. You have to renew your registration every so often. Why not renew your voting registration
At
as
the
Should
well?
be
same
every
time.
2 years. Like the
No,
registration
but
on your
It's
car.
actually not a bad idea, Joey. That's really not a bad idea.
no, but I'm saying every 10 years.
Mhm.
So this way they purge the rolls. You get rid of the dead people.
Get rid of the
Right.
dead.
But meanwhile, for
I love
9
it.
years, they're
I
still
love
voting.
it, man. I love it. It's great.
You know how you get rid of the dead
then you have
people?
voter ID. You need voter ID.
How
That
about
has to be the law.
facial- Facial
Voter ID.
thumb eye recognition. Vocal recognition.
Hmm.
I use my fingertip, my fingerprint to get online now for my banking, for everything.
We can't do this for voting ID. How do
Absolutely
we know
can.
everybody's a citizen? Because
Yeah,
we
you
have their
can.
fucking fingerprint. How do we know
Yeah.
if they're a criminal and they shouldn't be voting? Because their fingerprints are definitely online. There's no
I'll tell-
question that we are
This-
way,
I
way
had to
stuck
get
in the past.
fingerprinted to go to high school because I had to take the GED test. I had to get fingerprinted with ink. It was 1976.
Okay.
Then
I
I had to
have
go
to
through a
show
metal
three-
detector before I got there.
I've got to show 3 forms of photographic ID before I can vote.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, we
Three?
wish that was like that here. It's not.
No,
3.
yes. Hmm.
3 forms
gotta
of photo
produce
ID or ID
our-
that's acceptable.
Yeah. We got to
Well, I
produce our
have
You can't
three,
driver's
use
so
license.
and you
I'm
can't
good.
use credit cards or Visa cards.
Mhm.
You've got to have like the government Medicare card. You've got to have your driver's license, which has got your photo on it. And if you're a veteran or something like that, you'll have your veterans card. There's only certain forms of identification the government will allow.
Huh.
And we have to show it before we vote because we have to get
Yeah.
ticked
Just
physically off the roll. See, this is the difference in Australia. Everybody, once you register to vote, everybody is on a roll. This is how our census work so well
Mhm.
because they know how many people are in each area, whether those people are elderly, young. This is how it all works.
Right.
And
We
unfortunately, you need
actually-
a
How many
system-
people are in
Hold on.
Australia currently?
Hold on.
Well, we did have 25 million, but unfortunately, this brought in a shitload of immigrants. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we're up to 27 million now.
Okay.
We have more than that in 4 separate states alone.
Hold,
Yep.
hold on.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Chrissy?
We actually have census here. They come
Mhm.
out and it is the law that we have to fill it out. How many people's in the house? They do that here. I don't
Yeah.
know if they do that
Every 10
in
years.
Texas.
Also,
in
every
Texas.
10 years, right? Like that.
And you can't say no, right?
And
Yeah,
now
you
we
can't
looked
say
it
no.
up. You can't say no.
Law.
You have to do
You can lie,
Wow.
though.
it. Well, yeah.
Why would you?
You can say there's 10 people in the house when there's only
It's so
two.
that you can get
Why
it's
would they
so
have
that
to
you
do
can
that
get
when they
representatives.
why would they have to do that when they just, can hear us from our phones and stuff?
Right. I agree.
Hi, Debbie.
They have to do it for the
It's to
80
find out
something
our
year old.
business. It's just to get
Mhm.
into our business, and
That's
they
it.
want to know, how much you spend on groceries a month. I mean, they don't need to know all that. They don't need to know what I'm doing with
And
my
where
money that
you
I make.
spend it
Straight
and
up.
what you buy when
That's
you
right.
go there.
And you don't think that census information is shared with corporations so they can see
No.
Of course
which
it is.
products are the best selling, which products need to be on the market?
Exactly.
No.
etc.
Good evening, Debbie. Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in there.
Is that right?
Debbie, do you want to come in? You just let me know in the chat.
All she has to do is hit the link.
Oh, where's the link? Oh, it's in Mega.
Yeah,
It's
I
in the
just had to
chat.
hit the
It's in the
link this
chat right
time.
there. It's right above her. It's right
I
above her
hit
name.
the
Oh, you
link
put the
and
link in.
boom.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
could take down the.
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh no, okay. I thought I pinned the numbers. I
Oh, you
pinned the
did. You
link.
pinned
Gotcha,
me.
gotcha. Yes, yeah, just hit the link.
Yeah, Joey's
No, I
way
thought
is
you gave me
faster.
numbers. I'm all confused. What the hell
Getting
do I
there.
know anymore?
Join
Let's-
the club.
I know, right? Oh, how about the pennant? Who's gonna win the World Series, huh?
Well, the Mets
I
are
hope the
ready to play
Yankees-
the championship game. Now the Yankees are ready to play. Now I think the Mets start first tomorrow.
I think the Guardians, isn't Guardians Cleveland?
Cleveland, yes.
I can't believe they're called the Guardians, man. My God. They were the Indians.
They don't like
for decades.
Indians.
It just
Washington Commanders instead of
there's something very
Redskins.
strange about Ohio, and I can't figure it all out yet.
Well, they're going to
Some
change the name of the Braves now, too. The Atlanta Braves.
What about the
Probably.
Chicago Blackhawks, the hockey team?
Those are next.
Okay,
No,
Debbie.
the Indians are actually suing to get them to change the names back because they were proud of that.
Of
And
course, why
They
wouldn't
never
they
asked
have been
the
proud of
Indians, the
it?
politicians.
Right.
It makes no sense.
It's racist. Everything's racist. Come on.
Everything's right.
Yeah, my favorite line is gravity is racist.
Yeah,
I
of
know,
course
right?
it is. It's holding us all down.
Unreal.
How do you think Dingo's still on the earth when he's on the bottom? It's because of
Yeah.
gravity.
Looking at that moon all sorts of ways.
Yeah,
Dingo.
upside down. Even the toilets circle backwards in Australia.
That is
I'm
true.
glad we're making you laugh, Joey.
They do.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah,
That's
everything's
fine.
the opposite here.
You got summer in the winter. You got winter in the summer.
Yep.
Snows in July in Australia.
Because it's their winter.
I know.
And the
Yeah,
and
but
the
we've got one thing
water
in
actually
common. We've
goes
both
down
got
the
corrupt
drains
governments.
differently.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, mate. We've both got corrupt governments, so at least we're the same.
Yeah, we got
There
that
we
in
are.
common.
That's about the only good. That's about the only thing we got in
Sorry,
common.
Debbie.
And we almost speak English.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
We're
Not
almost good
English,
at it.
English, but
And
hey,
we're almost good at it.
yeah, I'd say better.
I
In the
speak
English, anyway.
New Yorkese.
Definitely got a lot more words.
Oh, and yeah, Australia got
They mean
some
the
good
same
ones
thing.
too.
Australia's been destroying the English language for over 200 years, and we're doing a bloody good job at it.
250
I'm
And
proud
still
of
going
it.
at it.
and counting.
Debbie says my estranged brother died this morning. I'm very sorry, Debbie.
Yeah, that's sad.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
strangely sorry. I mean, I'm not, I don't mean to laugh. I've had a long day, but you just have the worst luck with your family members. And I'm so sorry. I mean, your husband, Barney, was fantastic, but after that, I get so confused.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, Joseph says it too. Joseph Rogers says sorry for your loss. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah. Sorry for your loss, Debbie.
It goes without saying, but it's inevitable stuff.
she's just had the strangest luck with her family. So when she said estranged, I'm like, another, but somebody dies, somebody dies.
Yeah.
So,
All I can say is I'm glad I'm nearly 60 and I'm on the way out. I couldn't put up with another 50 years of this garbage.
Nearly 60. You're a youngster.
That he is.
I have
I
so
was I was nearly 65 years ago.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's just watching my country go down, your country go down, Western nations go down. Idiots, morons, drongos,
Mhm.
leftists, activists. Mate, it's just,
Freaks.
yeah.
More than two
It's-
genders.
God already
8,654
decided this thing. He made
clitori.
them male and
Yeah.
female. He didn't make them
That's confusing.
binary. He didn't make them gender fluid. I don't know what the hell any of these terms mean, but
I know, right? Gender fluid, a lot of it, or I don't know what the hell. Is it
Which fluid?
a leader? What the hell? I got something Chrissy shared with me, and I want everybody. And then I think you said it best, Chrissy. So, do you want to explain it before, or how you feel about it after I play this?
Yeah, play it, and I want to see what they have to say too, because
Okay.
they may feel the same way.
I think we all will.
This
yeah.
was live when I was watching the hurricane in Florida. I actually watched this live as it aired. So,
not pleasant.
and it blew
Florida
me
braces
away.
for its second major hurricane in less than 2 weeks. Vice President Kamala Harris is living it up on her New York City media tour.
Jeez.
If he wins, God forbid, would you feel safe in this country? Would you stay in this country?
Howard, I'm doing everything I can to make sure he does not win.
Let's, Kamala, and I'm calling you Kamala because for all of those who are mispronouncing it, I want you all to know how to say it. I like candidates who show up for interviews. Just saying.
Would you like to have a beer with me so I can tell people what that's like?
Time I had beer was at a baseball game with Doug.
Okay, so cheers. There you go.
cheers.
Joe Koch is a Fox News contributor. He joins us now. Big picture, Joe. How did Kamala come off doing what I'm going to call comfortable interviews at a time when millions of people are mere hours away from being anything but comfortable, having their entire lives upended in an instant?
The optics are profoundly horrific, Todd. I mean, she comes across as an elitist doing a tour around New York City with her friends. And let's not call this a media blitz, because these are not media people that she spoke to for the most part when we're talking about Colbert, when we're talking about The View, when we're talking about Howard Stern. And this is the quandary now, guys, for Kamala and her campaign. If you keep her in the so-called basement, then voters don't get to know her, and the fear of the unknown becomes real. But if you put her out there, even in the friendliest of environments, she can't handle even the easiest of softballs for the most part. And after 2 days of Kamala Harris being the focus for once, and Donald Trump not being the focus for once, for the most part, this so-called media blitz was a net negative, because the only clips that are making the rounds after the fact on social media, to the tunes of millions of views, show once again that Kamala Harris is all bubbles and no bath when it comes to substance.
Bubbles
So
and no bag.
I think that the plan was, okay, let's put her in friendly environments and people will get to know her. But those environments like Colbert, The View, Howard, those are all people that are going to vote for Kamala Harris anyway. So I don't know what she gains at this point from doing those interviews. Now, 60 Minutes was a different story, however.
Yeah, that was a hard-hitting one. And I was just looking up, and you kind of have to laugh because all of this is so staged and scripted, Joe. And we showed the clip of Kamala drinking the beer.
Much.
And Stephen Colbert even said during the interview that he had to ask her and her team beforehand if she wanted to do that. And she requested Miller High Life. Why? Well, it's from Wisconsin, which is a swing state. So it's all about politics. In the earlier that morning, she was on The View, and this is one of the moments that's really going viral on social media. Is one of the first questions that she was asked. Here's the question and how she answered it.
Okay.
If anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact. Yeah. The work that we have done.
So not a thing that comes to mind, Joe, on the same day that we find out that there's an Afghan national who came in on a special immigrant visa that was planning a terrorist attack on Election Day. And also one of the other things about that is her whole campaign platform is that she's going to be a change candidate and she's a fresh face. But there she is saying that nothing comes.
That's great. That's great. That's enough for now. That's fucking great. I'm going to probably finish watching that, but I'd rather hear you guys and your reactions.
I've seen it all.
Welcome,
I was watching it all.
I figured.
But I'll tell you what, when Milton hit, like Hurricane Milton hit Tampa, I was on a Discord call with a mate of mine in Tampa, on a video call with him for 6 hours, sitting out the hurricane with him. This is also the same mate, made sure he had fuel, generator, water and food. And I'm not even in America. What gets me upset is why is somebody from overseas helping Americans more than your own bloody government?
That's what we're asking.
$750 for a household that is flooded and is probably halfway down the river?
Yeah, that's what we're asking.
And FEMA going, oh, gee whiz, we're a bit short of cash. Oh, why? Well, we had to spend it. Yeah, but not on the American people.
There was a watchdog group that said they found $7 billion that they were hiding, FEMA.
Hiding it where? In their underwear drawer?
I don't know, but I posted it on my Facebook page last week. I posted it, you know, from Citizen Frank. I got it off that.
You guys, you guys got to start posting just for me because I can't possibly. You got to put it in Megafunk.
They probably hid it under Hillary Clinton's bed because nobody's going to look there.
Yeah,
no, they'd be hiding under the bed if they.
Yeah, really.
Nobody's breaking into that house.
They're running. I hear a lot of kids are going to be here for Halloween, so.
Right.
Yeah, she's scary enough, that's for sure.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, I gotta go. I got some things to do because it's mid-afternoon here.
Sure.
Brett,
So
you take care. It was nice talking
mate.
with you, brother.
I'm
Peace in the afternoon.
Mate,
Love
you guys take care. God bless, and above all, God bless my Uncle Donald, and God bless America.
Thank you,
See
sir.
you guys later.
Peace out, brother.
Thank you, Brett. See you later, brother. My brothers. Okay. If you could get off. Getting off is not easy on Zoom.
On mine, it just says leave on the top right-hand corner.
I know, but
I
sometimes
just
it's hard
gotta
to
press the button.
find. It depends what phone you have. And
It's actually in red. It's not hard to find. It's bright red, like my shirt.
Right.
Like I said, it depends what kind of phone you have and
computer or tablet or
see, I put him in the waiting room because he was having trouble getting on.
There he goes. He found it.
No, I put him in the waiting room because he was having trouble
put him
getting
in the
off.
waiting room. It's good to be
I
administrative.
don't want him to feel embarrassed from where he can figure it out. What is that?
I said, is that known as the green room?
Yes.
It's,
he's getting American stuff right. That's good. Don't worry about it.
Well,
when you wait to go on air on a TV show, you wait in the green room. He's
Brett
got
was
it
a
down
soldier,
right.
and I won't tell his story. I'll let him tell it.
Yeah.
But he loves this country.
Yes, he does.
Obviously, when he says God bless the USA.
Yeah, and he's been our friend for a long time.
We all love this country because the world knows if this country fails, there is no other hope. I mean, Russia, maybe, Because I
Hope for what?
think Putin is all
Communism for all? The only hope, or China?
Hell no.
Russia is less communistic right now than we are.
I know it.
Mhm.
We have a full-blooded communism,
Pretty
communistic,
amazing. Yeah.
Marxist,
Socialist right now with national, like socialists, like
Mm,
Hitler.
Mhm.
just
that's
like
right.
World War II. Amen. Right. You got
Mhm.
that right.
Only backwards. Now we're the National Socialists, and everybody else is wanting freedom.
Right.
We will get rid of them. We will get rid of them.
Open
I'm
stove.
convinced that I am convinced that Kamala is also a sacrifice candidate because they realize they know she can't win.
You gotta be kidding me with that.
But
I
they're
mean,
stuck with her.
she shouldn't even be on the ticket. She's never gotten
She
a
never
vote.
got
She's never
one
gotten a
vote.
delegate.
Not one vote.
Nope.
But don't worry, they're the party of
But
democracy,
what
and
does that
Trump is gonna
mean?
ruin
What does that
democracy.
mean that they're not
Yeah.
even following the Constitution or democracy? Because the one democratic thing in the Constitution is being able to vote in the primaries and for the election.
Yeah.
Well, number
But
one is
the Dems don't
obviously the
feel
First
it's
Amendment,
a
and that's free
democracy unless
speech.
everybody, legal and illegal, can vote. That's the problem.
Well, yes. Please don't talk at the, try not to talk at the same time.
Yeah, we're trying.
I know it's hard. Some people are louder
It's a
than
little
others.
rough.
Yep. Especially we got more people now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've had up to like
1,
25,
2, 3, 4, 5.
30.
5 now. We had 6.
Yeah. It's most I ever
Joe
saw.
can count without using the rest of his fingers.
Can you believe that, man? I got 5 fingers on this hand and 5 on this.
Actually, you
And I
got 4 and a
5
thumb.
toes on one side and 3
Well,
on the
kids,
other.
today's letter sponsored letter from Sesame Street is W for whiskey.
What?
Would you like some?
I know.
Kamala
He's in
would.
bed.
Kamala would like some to cheers to
Yeah, right.
while people are
She
losing
was
their
into
homes.
the W wine.
Shit.
There you go.
I'm never gonna drink. I like Miller. I'm not gonna drink it again.
Well, when I saw that video, I honestly hope that all Americans saw that
Yeah.
because anybody with any kind of heart, her sitting there and the word she should be an intelligent woman. She's supposed to be even more intelligent than everybody, you know. She
Right.
should have known which words to use and using cheers and using the word champagne when people are losing their homes.
That's
Mm.
right.
It's tacky.
It's
It's
the
very,
champagne of
Very,
beer.
very tacky.
I mean, we know what
Don't you know
cheers means. We know what
Dems-
champagne's for, and for her to call beer champagne, it's like a punt to the people. I mean, it's just tacky.
Don't
I
don't
agree
you
with you
know that
100%.
Dems have a license to do whatever they want? God forbid a Republican does that. Forget it. It'd be all over the place.
They be
Every
racist.
hour on the
And
Yeah.
I'm homophobic and xenophobic and all that good phobic stuff.
Yeah.
Regular people care about stuff like this.
Mhm.
So why would just somebody running for presidency in the Democratic Party go to the Northeast, be on Stephen Colbert and Howard Stern and all this
Yeah.
shit, and drink beer like you're saying and call it champagne and be
Keeping
like
on with their campaign. Yeah.
like you're cackling crap and not be at least by Georgia or the Carolinas or
Working it,
Florida.
seeing what she could do. Yes. I mean, why wasn't she there? Why wasn't she around there? You know,
He's
she
not
was
allowed
actually
in Florida,
drinking it
first
up.
off.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Chrissy, are you going to tell me that she can't help? Is there like like well she probably can't she? She
needs
probably
help.
can't. Well, what is
She's
she
useless
supposed
as
to do?
butters on a bowl.
What is that?
I said she's useless as udders on a bowl.
Right.
Kamala.
Udders. That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not gonna do. I mean, what good? She's not even trying.
Yeah.
But we know it. We know it,
First
Joe.
off,
So
she isn't running for president. Excuse me.
Well,
She's being pushed
To
for
run.
president.
Right.
she didn't say no.
No, she didn't. And she could have.
yeah,
And
Yes.
she could
no,
have.
I doubt she could have, because she would have been totally, never would have heard from her
Right.
again.
Hey, Rob.
But my question is, why wouldn't her writers and staff and agents and stuff tell her this is wrong?
Yes.
They
That's what
have
I'm thinking.
Because they
93%
probably can't stand her
turnaround.
either.
Because Chrissy, what did I ask you way earlier? Doesn't this seem like a terribly written book or movie?
Yes, that we're living in. I just like this. It can't be real. None of this. It just honestly.
Surreal.
Yeah.
Surrealistic.
I just think they're putting a lot of stuff on the
Nightmarish.
screen for us that's confusing us. But when you really get out there and talk to the people, I'm telling you, it's different. It's
It is.
different. It is different. Like I said, they're dividing us on there. That's what they're doing. They're wanting us to
Right.
see hate. They're wanting us to see that we're all against each other. It's not true. So what it
It's
does, it
not.
puts us on a defense mode
Right.
Right.
where we feel that way about people, and it's wrong. It's wrong. And if we could pull together and really get out there and listen to the people, I'm telling you, people are talking.
So
Mhm.
basically, they're taking 10% of the people, the idiots, the lemmings, the sheep,
Yes.
and they're echoing them. They're putting them through the megaphone and all the media and everything you see. But
Mhm.
honestly, it's 70-80% mega,
Mhm.
60-70%
And sadly,
Trump.
this is how you ended up with Dumb and Dumber, Biden and Harris now, or Harris and Biden, however you want to call it. Now we got Harris and whatever.
It's also Dumb and Dumber, too.
Right?
It's just
Dumber and
Dumb and
dumbest.
Dumber, too.
Dumber and
Video of Wolf
dumbest.
dancing in the bikini thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't a lie. That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah. Pedophile Tim.
How is this not out in the open? This
Pedo
guy
Tim.
Walls was wearing like a black bra, leather, and leather pants that were very low. He was not in any good shape. Women would not be excited. Men would not be excited. I'm sorry. This is it was fucking
He
awful.
probably has a male tampon too.
Right?
Oh,
Well, that's what was
God.
up his ass, making him jiggle like that because he was
Oh
like this.
God, that's
It
just
was.
nasty.
I'll find it. I promise to have it on the next show.
If not, make it up. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God! It's just what the. Actually, let me see if I can quickly find something. Joe, do you have
Yeah.
another subject?
Oh God, that's just nasty.
Well, yes, it is. Thank you. Do you have another subject, Joe? Otherwise,
I don't really have too much. Oh, look at that. Let's see what this one is.
let's see it. Unless somebody has something to bring up, I don't care. I just want to show something if I can find it. I forgot where I sent it. I always try to send it to Messenger. Let's see.
Well, I'll say something. You know,
Okay.
very few people have been talking about this, and even on the debates, I haven't heard much about this. What about this stupid $34 trillion debt that we've got on our shoulders?
Mhm.
What are we going to do to get rid of that?
Give more money to other countries.
Yes, that works.
That's
I'm an
what they're doing.
economist.
Well, either the government can write it off as a tax write-off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we pay $1 trillion in interest, which is more than our defense budget.
Mhm.
How interesting is that? Every year, $1 trillion in interest now.
And now I have to say this. Since we have such a big debt and it doesn't look, and it's a debt that was given to us by our politicians who we never really actually voted for, obviously. So since they done that, I think what we should do is tell all these other countries, hey, you know, we've given you guys so much. We've elevated all of your countries. We're going to go ahead and call our debt even with you folks. And if you
Yeah.
want to collect any of that money from
Come
anybody,
get.
here's all our politicians. Here's all our politicians. You can
Yeah.
have them all.
There we go.
We'll put them on a plane and send them
Yeah.
over. Don't worry.
Send them right on over, and you can get all the money that they owe you from them, because the people of the United States don't owe you jack shit. Go fuck yourself.
Good evening, Brother Reb. The link is on the top if you'd like.
Yeah.
Joseph Rogers says, Comrade, Camel Toe, and Elmer.
Yes.
That's right.
There you go. That
First
sums
we
it
had
up.
Dumb and Dumber. Now we have Dumber and Dumbest.
Okay, so you guys were talking about money and owing, and I suck at money, but I will tell you something, and I will say it again, and I will hold my breath until people understand this. Money is nothing. Money is paper. It's an IOU.
Yes, it is.
Even the coins that used to actually have silver and copper and nickel in them do not anymore.
Right.
They
Oh,
are
you-
worth shit.
Mm-hmm.
They have been using us for nothing, for this fake paper notes, what they would call it. What
As long
matters,
as they take them at the store, I'm okay with that.
right?
But then they can just say they're worthless now. Sorry.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that very soon. It's going to have to be.
Well, we're not going to do it. They're going to do it to
It's
us.
already being done. Bricks.
It's a slow process, but it's getting there. Yes, they're trying.
I'm working on Charles' video right now about modern money theory and how it was the petrodollar and Biden. I don't want to give it away. It's really good though. He's doing a really good job with it. But it's not even about petrol. It's about our gold. Remember we had this conversation, Matt?
Yes, about Fort
Where
Knox and all that good stuff. Yeah, and the Federal Reserve in New York.
why
They made a
would
movie about it. Die Hard, like 3, was about they're stealing all the gold from every other country that was in the Federal Reserve Bank in Lower Manhattan. With Hans's brother did that. McLean threw out the window of the skyscraper in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he brought it to New York.
Mm-hmm.
You see how God.
Yeah, they're gonna slowly but surely get rid of our currency.
Yeah, they have to.
It's going because then they have more control. They can see where we're spending our money, how we're doing it. You won't be able to pay the little boy down the street to mow your lawn. They will have control over everything. They will know what's coming in, what's going out, and where all our money is going.
Well, that's if it stays electric.
Yes. And they're going to use the fact that it'll keep us safer. Nobody will have money on them, and they're going to say this is a safer, and people will buy into it because of that. They'll feel safer. They're like, that is a better idea.
Exactly.
I'm wiser than that.
Do what?
I'm wiser than that.
Yes, exactly. I don't want our currency taken away. I don't want them controlling me that much.
I don't want them controlling us that much either.
At all.
Well, currency is not. It will have to be something different, a totally new aspect, because our currency will turn into gold. It's going to be gold backed.
It used to be silver and then gold backed. Even said so on the bill.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that was back in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden that disappeared.
Right.
Worry when In God We Trust comes off our money.
Yeah.
That's when I know it's gone. Within the next 5 years, it'll be gone.
Ike Eisenhower had that put on. So that was put on, I believe, after.
I believe that was put on much earlier.
No, I don't think so. I think Ike is the one that decided to. I know, right? That's
Could
what I
be,
would have thought.
could
But
be.
I'm usually not wrong about those things. If I remember it, I remember it. But
Well,
anybody
I'm
want to
not
double
that
check,
old,
please do.
so.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
you-
do
oh,
remember seeing old bills that said "In God We Trust" and backed by in the 20s, I think, 1920s, 1930s.
He may have made it where it was on every, I don't know. Let me look it up. Are you looking it up, Joe?
I am.
All right, let
I
Joe.
can't.
I want to show you guys this. This is very fast. So, and I like quick things. I always say it really quickly. I'm going to do this really quick.
In God We Trust was first used on paper money in 1957
That's
when it appeared on the $1 silver certificate. The first paper currency bearing the motto entered circulation on October 1st, 1957.
October surprise.
Yep.
And who is the one that initiated the bill?
That's Ike. He was president
Okay,
during
good.
that time.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know. I just don't. When I remember I love Dyke though. So, all right, can you guys see this?
Mhm.
This
Yep.
is really fast, so I'm going to play it a couple of times.
Give me some.
Boom! Disrespected him like a motherfucker, man.
Are you watching, Joe?
Yeah.
Give me some.
I am.
Okay. You're not allowed to touch him. You're not allowed to touch him. Forbidden to touch Saudi Arab leader.
Of course you're not.
It is
Fuck
not.
the Saudi Arabia leader.
They are kings. They're not
Fuck
men.
him. Trump is our king.
He walked in front of the queen.
That's right.
He's had them kneel to him and offer him swords in different countries. This is all of them conceding to Trump around the world. I wish Brother Reb was on because he could explain more of that. I'm sure,
Yeah.
right, Reb, you know more about that stuff too. I probably do too in the back of my head somewhere, but it's way too late for me to give a shit. Oh, good. Debbie bought silver and gold. Very good, Deb. Robert, see that just it. They're not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. Of course, they do.
Mhm.
And we have Unhuman on Sarah, our other Aussie from down under,
Hi, Sarah.
who says the only king is Jesus. Yes. King. The wording that we use in religion sometimes it bothers me because I just don't see God using these human words. Even to his apostles who wrote the books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and whoever else. Hi, Sarah. Good day to you. You just missed Brett. He was on. And we're probably not going to stay on much longer, but unless somebody has a good subject they want to get into. Otherwise. I have something about hands written down, Joe. What was I talking about? Hands. Huns. I always talk about Trump's hands, but I can't imagine what I was going to say about hands. Oh, well. Joey, how you doing there? You're not falling asleep, are you? Are we
I don't
boring
have
you?
anything in here about hands. Sorry.
Did Joey fall asleep? Joey.
Hasn't said a word in a long time.
Sleep. I'm going to kick him out. Put him in the...
It's been 2 hours already.
He was in
Anyway.
bed and he was like, this is a treat for me. I usually don't stay up this late. I'm like,
And you still don't.
He's all right.
my
He's a
girl
good
Pearl.
guy.
Not
Since
only can we play a
When
mean-
is midnight late on a Saturday night to an ex-bartender?
Who, me?
You. Who
I
else
never
is the
said it was late.
ex-bartender? You just said I never stay up this late.
No, Joey said it. It was a
Oh, you were
Say-
reading. I thought
Yeah.
you were saying.
No, I was saying what he said earlier.
Yeah, he told us that earlier.
It's
Well, I don't read minds. It gives me a headache.
I actually said that. I said exactly that.
Yeah.
Well, I missed that part.
You
Yeah.
did. You did. And that happened.
Yeah, it did.
It happens a lot on Zoom.
Yes, it does. You miss a lot of stuff sometimes. Fun time.
Certainly not Charles.
Yeah.
I'd rather call Jesus king than any human on this earth. Yeah, oh, I got you now, and not Charles. Gotcha,
Mhm.
gotcha,
King
gotcha.
of what?
Oh, and we
What is
got
King of
Helen.
Charles?
Good evening, Helen. What you
Where
all
is
doing out there?
Helen?
You should have been in here. I'm sorry, what, Matt?
I said, where is Helen?
She's in the
He
chat.
is in the chat with Rob and
Oh,
Sarah
but
and
you
Joseph.
she's right here
Oh
with us.
my. See, I don't mind if people are in the chat. As you can tell, even though it's Joe's job and he's fantastic at it, I've been reading the chat today. You know what? Actually, you want to help out, Sarah? That is one of the greatest things. If you could like say, shut the fuck up, Carolyn or Matt or Joe. I have something that somebody in the chat wants to say, and you read it out because these are the
Taking the
small
minutes.
things. It takes a lot to make a group effort, and I just want everybody to do a little bit if they can, you
Yeah.
know. I never ask anybody to like the show or share it. I never do. But
But it's
if you,
appreciated.
I could care less. But if you're already in and you want to help, you looking at the chat is a great thing. Any little thing. Like Chrissy sent me the Kamala, you know, news, a Fox News thing,
Nonsense. Yeah.
which I can't
Kamala
believe was on
nonsense.
Fox News. You said that too. It was, well, no, you said, Chrissy, I think you said it was on something else too. And then you found the Fox one.
Yeah,
Well,
it was. I wanted to see the one that I actually saw aired as it was going because I didn't want it to be altered or,
right,
yeah, because they do that. And I was like, I saw it live because I was
right.
watching the live coverage, and I was like, how, how could she do that with any kind of brains in her? Be sitting there saying cheers and champagne, and they're trying to get something together for these Florida people to get out. I mean, a lot of them weren't getting out, and why is she been able to cheer? That should have been even on her mind.
Oh, I'd like, why didn't they just take her plane that she used to get to the Northeast and use it to rescue
Yes,
some people?
exactly. They're like, why is she going on with her campaign right now? She's active, president. She should be over there taking care of them and helping them. This is what the people need to see. She's too worried about running her campaign. She's active right now. Get over there and do something.
And right now, you got 3 Marine helicopters that the President of the United States is supposed to be using.
Mm-hmm.
What is Joe Biden doing? He's not going anywhere on any helicopter.
He's on
Send
the
him down
beach.
there to rescue people.
He's at the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he don't need a helicopter to go to the beach. He rides his bicycle, doesn't he?
If he
Yeah.
doesn't fall.
And it's just getting worse. I mean, now they're putting this Tim Walz in there. I mean, has people really done research on that man?
No,
Mr. Pedo himself.
you don't
I
have to do
mean,
research on him.
my
Mr. Pedo.
gosh. The Minnesota people will tell you about that man. I mean,
Oh, he's great.
So
yeah,
wonderful.
I mean, ran off when he had pulled his military, pulled the army, or pulled all his
Didn't
the
call the
police
National Guard
force.
for 5
Yeah,
days.
pulled them all
Yes.
out and let the people were calling and crying and saying they're in our homes.
They
We
didn't
want
care.
somebody like that over us. He's going to run and hide and say, "Nope, y'all fend for yourself." Then I
Yep.
want my guns.
You don't need him.
Yeah.
We'll just let the migrants take your place.
That's what they're doing. Let's take your
Yeah.
guns, and then I'm going to take your police force to come help you. Then I'm going to come on,
We're
people.
gonna put
Really?
we're gonna put all Americans on drugs and put them in the street and give all the migrants our homes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Isn't that a
and
good
we
idea?
give the drug addicts they got safe spaces to shoot up their illegal drugs, even
Right.
heroin, fentanyl.
That's right.
And these
Yeah,
sanctuary cities
fentanyl
have
shouldn't be able to be
safe.
out of anywhere but medical hands. No, it's too
Agree.
dangerous.
Oakland is ruined.
Robert Bertram.
California is ruined.
Brother Reb says Yeshua
Sure.
is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Helen and Debbie say amen, and so do I. I'm going to go heat up a little coffee. Do you guys want to take a break? Do you guys want to get coffee? Everybody
That
want
sounds
to pieced up, smoke a cigarette, drink that shot in the back, whatever the fuck.
good.
Yeah, I got a couple of shots over there I'd like
All
to
right.
get.
Saturday night. Come on.
No, I just want coffee. I
Midnight.
would like to get some.
Yeah, I need so we could stay, yeah, because
Going.
we've got a few people in the chat, so we'll stay on for like
Going.
half hour. And guys, if you want to come in, pop in, now would be the time. I'm gonna just share some music. You guys get up and go. Don't worry about me. Go do what you gotta do.
I'll be back.
Warrior Carrot's out.
Everybody take a break. Everybody break now. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm gonna go and just heat up my coffee. I won't be 2 minutes. Can you hear that, Matt?
Unfortunately.
Thanks. Well, it's intermission.
Lover or leaver, you can never defeat her. She has risen to every threat when liberty is in danger. Patriots rise to protect her. America. Land of liberty. America. Home of the free. America. There is no other place like her. Some seek to destroy her. All the love we have for her, the last hope of liberty. America. Land of liberty. America. Home of the free. America. She has survived attack on her in civil turmoil, peace and war. The flag flies proud and we salute her. Free men stand, we have no masters. America. Land of liberty. America. Home of the free. America. For no idol or man, with hope, prayer, and steady hands, we will die for our beloved homeland. Protect her from enemies outside or within. America. Land of liberty. America. Home of the free. America. America, the land of the free and home of the brave.
Okay.
Okay, she says. And it wasn't the music. For some reason, it was like 3 times the volume when you put it back up. That's why I said, yeah, I can hear it. Unfortunately, I had to reach to my phone and lower the volume.
Didn't seem that loud to me.
I have
I don't know
neighbors.
how to control that actually on that. Hold on, I need a drink of water. Hold on.
That was like blasting.
Sorry.
Not your fault. You said you didn't know that. How could you tell it was blasting on my phone, 1,200 miles away?
Turn down the phone. Right?
Chrissy disappeared. Rags is a ball in a bubble.
Dun, 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 dun.
There he is. He's back.
Oh man, did that go down the wrong pipe?
I hate
Uh-oh.
that. I hate
I
that. I
hate when
hate
that
that.
happens, eh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. My nose is stuffed up as is with all the allergy. I mean, we keep cleaning the house, and every time we clean,
Dust.
there's just more and more. And we moved everything.
Your sis told me the large things were gone.
Well, we kept the John Deere because I think I was right the first time. I think
It
it's
is worth some dollars,
I think
yes.
it's worth
Mhm.
more money than yeah.
They
I even gave the workers, I gave them the extension ladder.
they
They
would
said we
buy
could,
it from you, John Deere, to put in their own museum.
I
Is
wonder
it
if
a
they would.
lawnmower?
Yeah, yeah. The
From what
ride
year?
on? Sure.
It's a
From what year?
number 406
It's the year that matters, Carol.
SX. Uh, my sister
That's
knows.
a model number.
Yeah, I have the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to know what year it was produced.
That I don't know.
In the 80s,
How
right?
long they own the place.
Early 80s. Well, I was on it when I was like 6, 7.
That's still 40 years old. The car is an antique at
Why are
25.
you telling everybody my age, punk? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Calling me a punk. That's what I'm laughing at.
All right. Good evening, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining, even if it's late. No, I'm kidding. What the hell? We never know when we're coming on. As soon as we know, you guys know.
You know what confused me? I'll tell you the truth. Last weekend, I missed your podcast. I had back shots. I was shot the whole weekend because I had
Right.
6 shots in my spinal cord
Ugh.
and I was sore. So I caught your broadcast at 3 in the morning. It was the hour and 6 minute one you did, I think, Friday or Saturday. And you were
Right.
talking about you coming on this weekend.
Right.
And then I saw you were on 4 times this week. And every time I got a message from Joe that you're on, when I pressed the thing, it was already over. Because I wasn't even expecting you guys to be on.
That's kind of
Wasn't
why we
expecting it this
need.
time either.
I see that Saturday night might be a night for us to do it.
Yeah,
So
because
let's take.
Saturday night is good.
If it's good, then Joe is freaking tired as shit because he works from like 9 to 7.
7 to 11 every night. It kind of makes his life a drag.
Yeah, it does.
Led
And
Zeppelin, since I've
I
been
know
living.
what it is.
All
Oh,
right,
dear.
thank you.
But no, what I was just trying to say, because it's usually I rely on him to see if he wants to do it because he might.
Yeah, that's the discussion you were having last week. Well, it's
That's
up to
it.
Joe Friday, Saturday,
And guess
but
what
then you're
happens
on
with Joe? He
Monday,
never makes up
Tuesday,
his mind.
Wednesday.
When are we going to do the reptilian show, Joe?
I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be
I've
fun.
been watching Ancient Aliens. They had that episode on.
The one I was talking about.
Yeah,
The one
they're
about.
they're the ones underground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
They're
Imagine
not
that.
alligators in them there sewers. They're the
Right.
reptilian aliens.
That's it. Well, they might not be aliens. They might be our ancestors for all we know.
or future selves. I always worry that there could be time travel involved too, where they're talking about all these vortexes and different dimensions. Imagine if they're coming back to try and save us from ourselves.
Unfortunately, the military
Can't say it's impossible.
This is the conspiracist beliefs that Q and the military have been fighting off the Vril, because they're the ones that caused or helped the Satanists to evolve, which would be later known as the Illuminati, right? These were from the Vril, from the evil demon, because there's nothing good about these things, whatever they are, aliens, whatever you want to call them, demons. They have no ounce of good in them. To the point where it was decided by other beings that they need to be off the face of the earth. And in whatever way possible, because they cannot be changed. Unless you genetically engineer them to be different, there's no way to change them. And I'm glad that we didn't have to make that call. If this is all true, of course, I'm glad we didn't have to make that call, because I would hate to kill anything. You know?
Yeah, like a spider,
I don't kill spiders.
mosquito.
Anything that could potentially hurt me, yes.
Okay.
A spider could hurt me.
That's also another human being, you know.
What?
It could potentially hurt you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
See, I caught her in a double talk right there.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you would have to kill that human being.
If it was
Potential doesn't
about to
mean that
kill
they
you,
did. Well, how do you know they're about to kill me? I mean, this is all
it's like if
hypothetical.
they point a gun in your face. How about that?
Well, I'm going to protect myself, yes.
That's what I just said. I
Well,
didn't say
yeah.
go around randomly killing people.
Right.
I said you kill people to defend yourself.
I don't
Like
think
you
I was
would a
arguing that
poisonous
point.
spider or a Wolverine.
Did I lose something here? I mean,
Yes.
fucking.
It was a reptilian kind of thing I was going into. You wouldn't
Good
kill
night,
a snake
Debbie.
like a rattlesnake? Ask Joe.
What? Joe's not
Joe
there.
is from the land of the rattlesnake.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't kill one if it's about to strike?
Rattlesnake?
What I meant is I prefer not to kill. I don't
I
mean.
would prefer not to either, but I like to eat also.
Right.
And chickens must be sacrificed and cows.
And hey, wait a minute. And rattlesnake does in fact
Tastes good,
like.
yes. I know. I've actually tried it. And bear.
Mhm.
Good evening, Joe.
I
Hi,
have had
Chrissy. You back?
rattlesnake.
All right. Good night, Debbie. Joe Crappenschitz. Is that Joe Crappenschitz? Look at the chat.
Hey Joe, how you doing, sir? He's odd. But that is an odd name. But hey, great name though.
Do you get it, Joe? Did you look at the chat?
Yeah.
Joe Crappenschitz.
That so sucks. I can see the chat when I'm
You know,
off the Zoom,
Joe
but I
Biden.
can't see the chat on the Zoom.
You know Joe Biden?
That's why Chrissy put her iPad on Zoom and she has her phone in her. So she's gonna learn to look. I love it, Joe. It's so fucking funny, Joe.
It is. It's
You
great.
get it.
It's the best.
I thought you didn't get it at first, Joe.
I
Because
didn't.
I thought you thought I was talking about you. There's too many Joes tonight. What's going on? We had Joey, Joe, Joseph, and another Joe. I don't know if
Yeah,
Joseph
we're all
Rogers-
over the place.
I'm so glad all of you stopped in tonight. I was really filling up with tears earlier, listening to Chrissy talk to Matt, and I'm just like, this is everything that I wanted. Very simply, it doesn't have to be. I mean, we've had 30 people on before. We've had it. That's when I've had a lot of help, and we had weeks and weeks of everybody knowing.
Yeah.
And then you had everybody sharing too.
You're
I
just
just
spontaneous now. Look on the bright side.
this turned out really well for being spontaneous, but I hope we'll do it again next Saturday night if Joe doesn't faint before 10 o'clock. Just something like that. I don't know. 10 o'clock.
I'm pointing at Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. Joe.
Joe.
Joe. Joe. Joe. Joe.
Joe.
Joe.
What's up, man?
Do you have a
Is it
joke
me?
for us,
Me?
Joe?
Me?
Any
Is
jokes?
that you?
Joe?
Huh?
Yeah, you.
Where's our jokes, Joe? Come on, Joe. Oh, come on, Joe. Anybody have a joke?
Oh, I
Joke,
had some
man.
good ones, but man,
Help me out with a joke, man.
Chrissy's very quiet. She goes, yeah.
she's been quiet all this night. What do you mean?
Well, how could anybody get 2 words in with your big ass mouth?
Oh yeah, really. I was
I had a
doing
joke.
all the talking tonight. Run the tape, I say. Run the tape.
As long as everybody gets a chance, Chrissy, it was for your first time. You did excellent. You got all the Zoom down. You're gonna get the chat down. You're gonna get.
Hey, I got a joke for you. You listen to this, you guys.
Oh, look, you wrote in the chat. Look at her
Hey,
go.
listen to this, you guys. My wife opened the car door for me the other day, and that would have been a nice gesture had we not been going 70 miles an
I
hour.
was gonna say 55, but 70's even better.
But
That's good.
There you go.
We have to always end on a joke. All right,
Yeah.
if there are no more topics,
Good to be happy. Be happy.
unless if you guys want to keep going, I mean, there's always Oh, all right. We will talk about the Vril. I really have to ask Dana. Dana said he wants to talk about the flat earth. I have no
I cannot believe that with our modern technology, with people constantly rotating the earth and sending back pictures that it's a globe.
Mhm.
All right? Forget the flat earth theory. That's flat head. People with flat heads have the flat earth theory.
Wait. First of all, no. Second of all, no.
So you're telling me you can sail off the end of the world?
No, that's not what they believe either.
Well, tell me what they believe, because I don't
This
believe
is the thing. You can't. This is what it is. I want everybody to be a little patient about certain things. Dana is not the only one. Charles in our group is a flat earther too. Patch was a huge flat earther.
Oh,
I
was
actually
he
have
ever?
a friend that's one too.
Mhm.
I just
Now,
blow his mind with facts.
There's a lot. There you go. First of all, those people that send up their GoPros, to go up top, they have, and they almost always use a fish-eyed lens,
Yes.
which makes everything concave. Okay. Or is it convex?
You got to know the opposite, the one and the other.
Whichever
Convex.
one. You knew what I meant.
Convex.
So it doesn't help matters. Then you had the conspiracy behind the science guy. Not the science guy that we know. I can't remember his name, but he wanted to go up in his own rocket that he built because he was a pilot, somewhat an engineer, not a great one because he blew up the second time he went up. But the first time he went up, he didn't go high enough, but it was a practice test. The second time, he was sponsored by no other than the Science Channel. He goes up and he blows up. He was a flat earth.
Not good.
There are some pilots that swear everything is rounded. But then even pilots are looking through a rounded glass.
It's a canopy. Yes.
If you want to call it correctly, sure, show off. But but they have excuse, and they're very religious people because their biggest argument is the reason they took us away from the flat earth to begin with is because of God. The Satanists wanted us to believe in a globe because it takes away biblical and godly theories.
Yeah, but they also jailed Galileo Galilei for saying that everything revolved around Earth and the solar system. And he proved them wrong mathematically, and they threw him in jail for being a heretic. All right, some theories are just wrong. We revolve around the sun in this here solar system.
It doesn't mean that we don't revolve around the sun having a flat earth. And it doesn't mean that the earth is exactly flat either. Okay? Think more of a donut-y shape with a hole in the center, which would be in the Antarctic.
Don't you have a globe in your home?
Matt, believe you me, I've been studying it for about 6 years now, and there hasn't been a question they couldn't have answered.
I don't know about that.
There
Let them
has
talk to me about it.
Matt,
I'll answer it.
go on, you ask me. I'll tell you.
All right. How far is the horizon when you're standing any given place on Earth? How far away is the horizon?
That I don't know.
8 miles. You know why? Because the Earth curves downward and you can't see more than 8 miles of land. If you're in an airplane, the higher you
they
are,
proved that wrong, or they proved it
you
wrong.
can stay.
They proved that 8-mile
Who did
theory wrong. They took a certain type of camera that can look, it's a good camera. And they've taken telescopes out to the horizon, to the beach, where you can see.
Can't take it past the horizon because no matter where you stand, the horizon is 8 miles away when you're standing on the Earth.
I don't understand what you mean, but how is that 8 miles away?
Any point, if you're standing on the
But if
Earth,
you're standing on top of a building?
if you're standing on a mountain, it's further away, like the Empire State Building, for instance.
Right.
You can see New Jersey. You could see way more than 8 miles because the higher you are, the further you can see.
But how could you see that
still
far?
because of the
curved earth?
angle that you're at.
But you're not supposed. But you shouldn't be able to see that far if it's curving. That's their point. They have taken these
It's not
non-Chinese
good.
made products, let's say, and have proven that you could see Earth flat.
And how come the International Spaceship circles the Earth?
They don't believe that we're up there. Wait. Let me put this a different way.
You gotta put them on there.
Listen. They believe that the sun and the moon is inside the Earth's atmosphere. That they
That's
don't
even
believe.
worse.
Listen, it makes a lot of sense. What if the sun is not as big as they say? Why would it have to be
Or as hot
93
as they
million
say.
miles away from us? Why keep the object outside the oven, is how Patch used to put it. It
Well,
should
we
go
just put
inside the oven.
the Webb telescope 1 million miles from Earth.
You
Took
can't
months
rely
and
on
months to
them.
do that.
You can't rely on them or their products. It's like relying on NASA. You can't. That's what they're trying to say. That's why the engineer built his own ship and went
But you
and
can
piloted
rely
it.
on him.
Well,
So
apparently
nobody
not.
knows who he is.
He was on the fucking sci-fi channel. I just don't remember. It was 5 or 6
How do
years
you
ago.
know he wasn't taking a picture of a map laying on a table? And he'd say, look, the world is flat. See, there's proof. That's it. It's show over.
Matt, you're
That's
really
why he blew up.
underestimating the logic. You're really underestimating.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You really
I think
are.
you are.
Honey,
You're overestimating their logic by far.
you're talking about people your age, if not older. Some are pilots.
Yes.
and they
Astronauts?
swear on the flat. Listen, I'm not going to have this fucking discussion. We're not supposed to argue about it. Right
I'm
there
not
and then.
arguing. I'm stating facts. How
You're
is that
not, you're
arguing?
stating facts that you can plainly say you've read on science fucking notebooks. It's indoctrination, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I was never
Somebody else
indoctrinated.
indoctrinated you into believing that it's 8 miles. It could be 2 miles. You really could tell if you look.
You can't
You really could tell.
because no matter how far you walk, it's still 8 miles away. Because that's what a
You
globe is.
can't know that if you all you see is trees.
It's mathematics, and
No,
science.
that is not.
Yes, it is.
That's not sound mathematics. That's gibberish to me. Because how can you see anything 8 miles away if you have objects in front of you? You cannot prove that.
You cannot
They
disprove it.
said that, okay, Matt, listen, I am not for the flat earth, but they have
Good.
said that they have proved that stupid logic wrong a long time ago. And I believe that. I actually believe that. They had this man walk with flares and they went across the road and they did like a 2 or 6 mile stretch, whatever the fuck it was, and it was all even. I don't remember the whole story, but I'm telling you, they have done it. Whatever your mind can think of, don't get me wrong, but Matt, it's you against like a million of them.
So it's 7 billion of us against 1 million of them.
It doesn't matter. The minority has to be heard. The majority is probably right, but none of us can prove it because none of us have been up the space.
Of course, I personally
They don't
haven't been.
believe in gravity and they don't believe in the magnetic atmosphere. They don't believe we have one. So what keeps the gases in? They believe in a dome. They believe the moon is a picture of the earth. This is very clever because if you look at it, it will even show lost cities. So at one time, I believe it was a picture of the earth, which means that there's a navel because there's a navel in the moon. You see how interesting it gets? And then you have maps of Japanese and I think some Chinese that go back over 3,000 years ago that have different continents.
I told you there was a map, a cartographer 1,500 years ago that had
Before that.
Antarctica, which nobody ever discovered, and
How
it
could
had
it
no
be?
snow on it.
How could that even be? All right. So
I
in any
wasn't
case,
around.
you see what kind of a topic it is people want to know. And I listen, you want to go and tell Dana and Charles that they're mad, you do it. God knows
Thank you.
Patch fucking hated us. You can't believe it. The flat earth theory. Get the fuck out of it. And he left.
Oh yes, he was
He
really
literally
adamant
left
about it. He
because
was mad.
I said, listen, I'm 49, 50%. There are things that amaze me what they've said. And I've learned more from the flat earthers about other conspiracies. Because a lot of it's biblical. A lot of it is ancient history. Ancient.
So how come you can't fall off the edge if it's flat?
It's iced. There's ices on the edge. Haven't you ever seen the Truman Show? For the love of God, he shows you.
So now Hollywood's telling us the truth.
They
The
always
land of make-believe is telling you the truth.
Yes, they have always told us the truth because the Illuminati like to shove it in your fucking face.
Right.
I thought they were brainwashing.
Steven Spielberg, his fucking family caused World War II. His fucking ancestors caused the Titanic. That's why he fucking made billions off the fucking movies. Now do we get it? This is how it works. They shove it in your face. Meanwhile, he had sex with little Carol Ann, fucked the shit out of her, and she died. This is the reality of Satanists. I don't care if they're Jewish or Muslim or Catholic. They're what they portray to be. They're Satanists. They kill little children. So if you think that they can't hide from us the shape of the world, they've been hiding, stealing 800,000 children yearly from America alone.
Yeah.
How do you hide that?
You never got one of my four.
Yeah.
It's not about the sci-fi.
They
'Cause if
lost
it was
they
about
lost
the sci-fi,
350,000 children that came across the
Immigrants.
border.
That's only because they don't vet them and they don't count them and they don't
Right.
care where they go.
Helen,
Right.
you're wrong about the sci-fi because if it was about sci-fi, they'd make billions, as Charles says, a very wise man, billions and billions on portraying all the worlds as round.
Right.
Now I need a cigarette. See what you did to me?
Charles is right about that. And if Dana and Charles were here, I'm telling you, they would put you guys to shame because their philosophies are fucking brilliant.
And
Not
based
them.
on what?
It's not the, listen, I'm not saying I believe, but I'm saying they have something that we should listen to because the way that Dana put it to me is that he believes this was the start of the evil. And I have to hear him out.
I
Because we
listen
really-
to everybody's opinion and
I
then
do
I
too.
agree or disagree.
This all
On
started.
this one, I disagree.
It's a very,
I told you I have a friend who's a flat earther. And
I know.
it's never going to convince me. Same way you can't convince them the world is
I'm
round.
not trying to convince anybody. All I want people to realize is that there are so many different options that what you believe about every single thing is not true.
True.
That's a
That is
fact.
true.
That is
That's
a
fact.
fact.
Mhm.
That's
Okay.
a fact.
Now you could be the best you are,
Mm.
but be prepared because you're wrong.
But about what? And what
That's
am I
what I found
right
out. I
about?
was right
Now-
about a lot.
Trump said he believes they're aliens. Guess what, people? I guarantee
always
he knows
believed
that
there
there
were
are aliens. What?
I've always believed there were aliens.
I know.
Me too. I
I
have
don't
too.
think we could expand this quickly. When we come from caves and wearing loincloths to
Mm.
allegedly traveling into space and have locomotives and airplanes. I know airplanes are real because I've flown on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I have too.
Joe, I've heard that argument too, but then that's why they say it's inside the atmosphere or inside it's not 90, the sun is not 93 miles away. So
Yeah,
really
you're
it takes
doing-
them a longer time because the earth would be bigger. It's a very weird I'm talking to
Extremely.
person in chat. But I'll tell you something. They got me on the flat earthers got me on the soil liquidation. I 100% believe that. It's proven because it's in America. America being one of the newest countries of the world, having
No, it's not.
I said being one of the newest.
No,
One of-
it's not. It's been here 4.5 billion years. We just weren't living here. American Indians were living here for tens of thousands of years before
is
Europeans
this Matt
got here.
argue with me today?
No, not at all.
That wasn't even my point. Why would you bring that up?
Because you said we're the newest country. We are not.
I didn't say that. I said we are one of the newest countries, meaning more modern with our constitution and government.
No, but that, of course, we're the only one that's
I'm
only
not talking about
250 years old.
Pangea here before the continents broke up. I mean,
Very good.
Hmm.
now I can't even remember. I don't know why you start with me. It's
Because your sister's not here.
oh right. It's my sister's friend. So if it's the soil liquidation theory is
That works during earthquakes. It is known to liquefy. And that's what breaks and shakes the foundations of
okay,
buildings.
but let me put it in another way. Let's say they decided to freeze all the waters and somehow get it all in the poles. Like,
Okay.
like they took water was like like the countries were like Venice. You know, where
Okay.
you have water on the roads. Because I will tell you, we did not do the architecture of these old cities. This is all pointed out to me by the flat earthers.
Why the flat earthers? I could have told you that. There's no way modern construction equipment can lift those monolithic blocks
No.
that even made the
See,
pyramids.
no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Mm.
No.
You said
I'm
ancient
talking about the
construction.
shape of the cities. They're shaped in geometric shapes, like stars.
Not Florida, it's not.
I don't know what you're missing.
New
I'm
York.
talking about
I have
old
maps.
cities. There are no old cities in America.
Yes, there are.
Matt, I'm going to
You
kick you off.
lived in one.
I'm obviously talking about
Older cities.
ancient cities, nothing
Yeah,
as
older
young
ones.
as America.
Yeah.
That was
Amsterdam, for fuck's
that was
sake.
the simplest way from get to point A to point B is a straight line. So that was the natural way to build them. And then some people went crazy and they couldn't go through a
There
mountain
is no way
and they went around.
in the 400s did they fucking do this. You
Ooh,
don't
listen to
know
that
what I'm
language.
trying to. You're making up all this shit in your head. I don't know where you're coming from, Matt.
What am I making
I'm
up?
trying because
Let her
I'm
get
trying
her
to get
point across is what is what she's trying to
exactly.
say.
I'm
Let her
trying
get
to
her
say
point
one
across.
fucking
Gotta be
thing, and you
crazy.
keep changing it
Let her
and
get her
trying to
point
correct
across.
me. It has nothing to do with what I'm trying to say.
Well, say it then.
I can't. She keep interrupting me. These ancient cities were not made by man. They could
Correct.
not possibly be. They had water treads. The water was used for electricity. The belfries, the bell towers, they're finding bells buried all over the place because churches were used for healing purposes. They were used, as a musician, how music can touch you, Chrissy. They used music and vibration to make the water do certain things. They took that away from us by freezing the water. That is a belief of mine. The waters, the soil liquidation proves it in many places that at one time, the whole world at one time, about 200 and something years ago, went through a traumatic, not just an earthquake, because it would have to be all over the earth. The whole world went through a traumatic experience, some kind of change. There's a ton of proof, a ton. And I did get to understand a lot of this. I'm not giving it to the flat earthers. I'm saying I personally learned it from them. A lot of this. I knew some of it, but damn, did they go through it like you wouldn't believe.
Better.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe Crappens. Some shits. I agree with you. There's a lot of religious and not enough science. But that was my point. This one guy on this was, being premiered from the Science Channel, the whole show, and he wanted to prove that the earth was flat and he blew up. It makes me question. Everything makes me question. And yes, the Truman Show, I never watched it myself, but I did see the scene where he's in the Antarctic or just, I don't know, he's in a rowboat or something and he gets off and it's a set. It's like there's an ice wall and he's walking up the ice wall and he realizes that the earth is not what we say it is. Movies are telling us, books are telling. Because they're all Masons. Because no fucking poor pauper is going to make billions off of a fucking book about their life. You have to know somebody like P. Diddy.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but that's
All right.
what they did. They all these famous people traded in their souls to the devil. That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah.
That
But
they
you
did.
know, Matt, to be honest with you, if you want to come and watch some of the shit with us, you might I'm not I really have a hard time believing in it myself. But when you talk to them and you listen to what they have to say, there's something else about it. And that I have to say I don't know. I will never call somebody stupid for their belief unless they are stupid, like fucking libtard, like let's kill children. Well, no, because we should know in this day and age
You
that we
don't do
shouldn't
that.
harm children.
Nope.
Let's not harm animals. They care more about a pregnant cat than they do about a pregnant woman these days. And this cannot be. That's just stupid. So no, we won't listen to ignorance. But if none of us have been to space. So we listen to ideas. All right.
I haven't been to space.
I have not been to space. I
Well,
mean, I've
we're
been
all
drunk enough
actually
that I
in
thought I
space.
was in space.
We're on a
Not long
rocket
ago.
ship that's going 20,000 miles an hour around the sun while it's rotating.
Well, that's what they say.
People like Galileo and Newton, people like that.
Galileo, you see, but Galileo could have been, who the hell knows? It could be as old. The Masons go as far back as the Sumerians, which is the first known living civilization of the
No,
world.
Galileo was only the 1500s, so
I know that. He could have been a
I
Mason.
know he's the first to, proclaim that the earth revolves around the sun. That's
Right.
all I said.
That
Can
gets
I
to
prove
be-
it myself? No. Do I think they were brainwashing me in the 1960s? No.
Well,
You didn't even
100
have
years
color
ago,
TV, for Christ's sake.
100 years ago, they were still teaching people that the earth was flat. I mean, so something we believed in 400 years ago changed, and then 100 years ago went back to believing it was flat, and now it's round again. Did you know that? That doesn't make sense to me.
I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know.
Oh no, you got witnesses. You got people in their 80s, 90s, 100 years old, and they're saying, yeah, that I was taught the earth was flat.
Yeah, I have relatives that
But
died
prior
at
to that, we
100
were
and
taught it was
change
round, and prior to that, we
20
were taught it
years
was flat.
ago, and they were never taught that.
I said we have people. I didn't say it was like all over the world. I don't know. Maybe they had bad professors, indoctrination at its best.
Never know. Indoctrination works both ways,
Sure.
Depends where you live and who your teachers are.
I don't want to, I'd rather have somebody on that knows what they're talking about. I've definitely had discussions. When I discuss it with a flat earther, I actually take the side that I'm against it, like you just did.
Right.
But I just need to listen because we just don't know. I think we're gonna end it for tonight. It was a long, beautiful chat.
It was great.
I
Gotta
was
thank-
on for 1 hour and 50 minutes, and you guys started before I got on.
There we go. Well, yeah, when we have more people, it's better.
It
Everybody
is.
gets a little bit of talking and gets comfortable. And so I want to thank
Walking.
Joey and Brett and Sister Chrissy and Annoying Matt and my brother
Thank you.
and
That's what I'm
Helen
going to put
and
on my
Joe
thing on the
and
bottom.
Sarah and Joseph,
Everybody in the
Matt.
chat.
Debbie and brother Reb and everybody who stopped in today. Wow. Alan, I think Alan might have stopped in too. So thank you all for stopping in and listening to us ramble on. And does anybody want to say goodbye to these beautiful people?
Goodbye, everybody. We love you. Thanks for listening. Really
Tug my
appreciate
ear
it.
too.
Thanks for everybody for coming in. Greatly appreciate it.
We'll be on tomorrow
Always fun.
sometime.
Carol
You
gets
guys,
too loud sometimes, but it's still fun.
It's fun.
well, you try
It's a
living
great.
with my sister.
Y'all are
Not
I'm gonna
great.
yet.
get in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
Yeah.
live again tomorrow. I think, Joe, it might be another open live, but it's definitely gonna be shorter than this, only like an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. You're more than welcome to join us. That would probably be 5, 6 o'clock Eastern time,
Mhm.
right, Joe? Usually
Yeah.
about 3 o'clock your
That's
time.
when we usually do it. Yeah.
Well,
It's what
Yeah.
my face is going to be this way the whole
Okay.
time
Okay.
because the Dallas Cowboys are on again
Go Cowboys.
at
Yeah.
4:25.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Well, I mean, you could watch the game in the background as
You
long as
can
it's
see what's
quiet.
That's what
behind
I
me.
said. I just said my
I
face
saw it
is going to be turned that way.
That's fine. Yeah. Well, if you or you don't have to come in at all. We don't need you.
It's
We
all
don't
cowboy
need you.
stuff.
I'm kidding, Matt. You're great. Oh, how cute is that? Oh, is that a beer cozy?
Yeah.
It is, right?
Cowboys.
How
Oh,
cute is that?
gotta
I
find me
actually,
one of those.
if I was gonna pick a team, it would be the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's my team.
I was yeah. I mean, I don't like the Jets or the Giants.
No.
I liked
And
the
may I ask,
49ers.
what state are you in? Are you in Texas?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'm a New Yorker who's now in Florida, and I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 9 in
You're s- Then
1969.
you're smart.
See that?
Mhm.
Tell that to Carol over there.
He is smart, but he's also annoying.
I-
When I was about 12 or 13, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. It was probably the first one I watched, and that's why I think I'm a Cowboy fan. I mean, I wasn't a big football. I was all into baseball more. I was a Yankee fan. So I was never really big into football, but that stuck in me. I don't know.
And I'm your rival.
Oh no. Green
What?
Bay?
Dallas got a lot of rivals. Which one?
Yes,
San
Green
Fran?
Bay.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh.
Steelers. Yes.
Who else? Green Bay.
Green Bay's always the first one. And
That's what
yeah,
happens when you get
Steelers.
in the Super Bowl 8 times. You play a lot of different people, and
We got a
a couple
Minnesota
of them
Vikings fan.
twice.
49ers.
You could have said Buffalo too. Yeah, I said San Fran. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
they played San Fran more than once, Pittsburgh more than once, Green Bay more than once, and Buffalo more than once.
Mhm.
Green Bay was the NFL championship, though. It was back before the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
That's how old I am.
My goodness.
It's only Super Bowl 50 something. I'm 64, so I remember the NFL championship games, the Ice Bowl and stuff like that.
Crazy.
All right, let us say goodbye. We can always chat later.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye
Bye
again.
yet again.
Y'all are great.
Go Cowboys.
Yes.
Go Cowboys. Thanks for joining
Good
us,
night,
And
guys.
go Pittsburgh. Oh, didn't we beat you last week? Yeah.
Good night.